own fucking trap. So after illegally arresting us, you know, after illegally arresting me, these stupid motherfuckers just arrested my partner for nothing. He'll be out within at least 72 hours by law, and then Mr. Harris, PM, you're going to get a fisting, baby. Literally a legal fisting like no other. Stand by. Welcome to the war room. What's that?
The former Prime Minister will introduce Alki, and then he will say why Alki came here as my personal guest, to the importance of
Welcome to the war room. What's that?
The former Prime Minister will introduce Alki, and then he will say why Alki came here as my personal guest, and he will address his commitment then to the importance of developing this industry.
Okay, so basically, this is how it will start tomorrow, all right? And I don't know, Josh, if you can do this or have somebody else to go. So,
Governor, how are you feeling about what's happened to Chase?
Well, I've heard that Chase has been taken into custody by the security forces of the Prime Minister, who are part of the police.
So, decriminalization of cannabis in St. Kitts is meant to happen in 90 days.
That is correct.
And we have 2 more readings left to go of the law before it's cast into law.
Yeah, before it's cast into law, basically. And that is why it is going to be very, very difficult to reverse the decriminalization of marijuana here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Firstly, the Rastafarian movement has brought successfully a case with regard to their rights to use marijuana as part of their religious practices. That has been upheld by the court. Justice Ventos, about 2 weeks ago, ruled that they have the right to use marijuana within the confines of their homes, etc., and thus the right to grow it. And once it is allowed, that piece of legislation, the marijuana bill, which had its first reading last week, Tuesday, in the Parliament of St. Kitts and Nevis, that speaks to the matter of recreational use of marijuana and marijuana being used for medicinal purposes. They therefore need to have a second and third reading of that bill, which incidentally now include that bill which the judge has ruled must be brought into the Parliament to take care of the use of marijuana for religious practices. So what we may have therefore is the bill that speaks to 3 different uses of marijuana: religious practices, recreational use, and
Okay, we are with Dr. Drew, yes, and with the Jester, and we are setting up for a local press conference with our lawyers in the background, ready to eat everybody alive. So the room is filling up. We're looking at the various Sussex products.
Glaucoma, which is widely used throughout the world. I don't think people should become confused as others would want us to become confused in this country. There's nothing wrong with using the CBD in the cannabis strain that he is bringing to intensively from epilepsy. The relief was eventually brought by CBD-based products. We are living in this part of the world, but we are not ignorant.
And my involvement in it had to point out to the court that with respect to what was presented, there's another side to the usage of the plan. Had to point out that this can be used in cancer. And the NHI on its website has already presented information that it is shown in anecdotal cases that it fights against cancers. Multiple papers would have been submitted that show that. When it's shown to be of benefit, people with chronic pain, neurological.
Know what the illness she had passed away from, but if we had done get these legislation in place and not follow America and Europe, we just have a better chance. And I say, when I say a better chance, I mean collectively, not individually, because we need a collective approach to herb uses in our federation and even the wider parts of the world. So I would say, free up the herb, please.
So, when's this?
The 25th of May.
25th of May. Who is it?
Mutabaruka.
Mutabaruka, yeah. What's it going to be?
It's going to be an African liberation celebration and a pan-African dialogue in the Independence Square on the 25th of May.
25th of May, Independence Square.
Yeah, and then put up the other sheet behind the outline something. The other sheet is engaging from the Rastafari Naya Bingiti Afasiada, where we are, this is the anniversary of the Organization of African Unity.
Oh, really? It's 56 because it's a 70-year-old. It's a 70-year-old collective, right? It's a collective.
Yeah.
It's a collective more than a religion, right?
The body of the name is spirituality of the Rastafari faith.
But it's a theocracy. That means it follows a god.
The God.
Yeah. By Jah.
Right.